Hello there, everyone. Welcome to Grandpa Hickory's video. I appreciate each and every one of you. It's got kind of cold this morning. I've been up and about, been moving and taking care of stuff, moving around, walking, and I didn't get to go walking outside, but I've been walking, trying to get things done, and had a lot of errands to do. Was on the road a lot, and it's already 11:12 right now. So, it seems like you just get up and everything flies by. I had to go get my hair cut and I had a pedicure done. I've got a toenail that's growing in underneath the one that's on top of it. I never heard of that before, but it's actually growing up underneath it. I got a brand new toenail on my big toe on my right foot, and it's growing right up underneath that one. And I thought, wow, but it's, that lady told me that it'll fall off completely. It won't be there anymore. So I thought, well, good. I sure was glad of that because it scared me. When you have something like that, it sure does look terrible. This is one of my shirts I got at Costco, and my daughter told me to get large. So I did, and you can see it is large. She said it'll shrink. I sure hope it does shrink, to where it'll fit me better instead of hanging down like this. I mean, it's like having a jacket on, but it sure is warm. Because it's been pretty cold here this morning. I think about 34, early this morning. But the wind was blowing pretty strong. Now the wind's kind of died down, and I'm glad of that. Makes it better when that wind don't blow and howl, out of the north. But I hope all is well with you. I was talking to some of the people out here in the community center where I live. It's a senior center. And there's a lot of seniors that live here. And one come up to me today, him and his wife, and they were all upset about Donald Trump being elected to office and talking about leaving the country and all this. And I told them, I said, well, I think he's going to do a lot of good. And they said, oh, no. And the man leaned down and started digging on the ground. And he said, he's going down underneath the rocks and all that. And his wife said she's talking about his cabinet picks. Hang on a second, I just swallowed some salsa verde. I was eating a sausage and egg and cheese sandwich, and I had a lot of salsa verde on it, and kind of went down wrong. But they don't like Trump, and he started raving about that and saying all kinds of things. It's a shame the way that so many people bought into these lies that the Democrats put out. The Democrats have been lying to the American people for, over 90 years. They've had their agenda working towards getting it in effect. And we've been having to lose one thing after the other to them people. They're nothing but liars. And they have defrauded the American people. They've sent all of our industry overseas. And I tried to explain that to them. I told them, I said, well, it's going to get better now. And he said, oh, no, he's not. They're Mexican people. And he really got aggravated. I wish I hadn't, I should have said, well, and went on. It's what I should have done. But I tell you what, it's just really something else. I mean, it's sad to see that so many people have been deceived and have bought into those lies. And those people actually believe that if Kamala Harris had got in there, that everything would be better. Of course, they're Mexican. They're not Caucasian. And the Mexican people, they get all kinds of freebies and everything else. But if you're Caucasian, we are discriminated against. We have ever since our president, John Fitzgerald Kennedy, was murdered. Then they murdered his brother to make sure that he wouldn't come in and do anything for the American people. And they've done their best to cause racial wars in this nation. And everybody knows, hey, it's history. It's history. Check it out. Check it out. Look what they've done to our economy. You used to be able to buy a brand new American-made solid steel pickup, American-made steel, for $850 back in the 1960s. But after they killed John Kennedy, look what they did to the economy. LBJ come in there, they destroyed our economy. And we started losing businesses to overseas. They went to Mexico, they went to China, they went to Japan. Bill Clinton got in there and, sold our military secrets. L'Oreal bought LTV Aerospace and Defense, and they sold the Soviet Russians our machines that made our propellers for our submarines that were ultra silent. And the Russians didn't have that. It was our military technology. And they sold it to Russia and got away with it. Nobody did anything. The Democrats protected them. The Democrats, they have their own laws, and they don't have any laws. That they feel like they're immune to laws, that they are to dictate to us and that we are under their thumb. And this is really sad, people. It's a crying shame. It is a crying shame. And if you don't think you're not discriminated against, have your daughter try to go to college. She's going to pay for it 150%. But the other people, they don't have to pay. They don't have to pay it. And that's not right. Everybody said, well, we're all equal. We're all Americans. No, we're not either. We still divided, and the Democrats are the ones that divided it. They've been against it. Well, they even teach in school that white men are bad. White people are bad. That we're a privileged people because God made us white. And that's a lie. See what I mean? These are propaganda lies so many people have bought into. So my children, my grandchildren, my great-grandchildren, even me, we've been passed over for jobs and everything else. We've had to pay for our education, whereas everybody else got everything free. So, you don't like, and the Mexicans coming in, you don't like these things. They get $10,000 cash. The Biden administration is still giving it to them. They're still giving them $10,000 cash when they come in the country. They fly them all over the place in our airplanes. They have the American military flying them at the woke, and they put them in high-paying hotels, high-cost hotels. People, these things ought not to be in America. Come on, Donald Trump, but pray he's not in there yet. They're wanting to kill him. They've already tried 3 times. Everybody said, no, it's only been twice. No, they caught the guy in a van. The police caught him. He had all kinds of different IDs on him, like the men that killed John Fitzgerald Kennedy that were connected to the CIA. They had multiple different identifications and driver's licenses, and so did he. And he had all kinds of weapons in that van. Don't you remember it? They arrested the guy. But they didn't charge him for attempted assassination. I wonder why. Because the American DOJ right now is non-American. Merrick Garland's in charge of it. And the FBI, all of them. I really think they were in on trying to have Donald Trump assassinated. I really do. Well, listen, you have a good day, and I'll see you on the next video. I just wanted to come up and say hello to everyone. Hit the like button, subscribe. I'm Grandpa Hickory, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye from Texas.